Have you ever had that feeling? You know, that if you could just be consistent, everything in your life would click into place. You make the plan, you feel that spark, you tell yourself, okay, this time it's different, and then it isn't. And you're right back where you started, wondering, what is wrong with me? Well, what if I told you the problem isn't you at all?
I mean, does this sound familiar? It's Sunday night, you're feeling inspired, you're mapping out your whole week, you've even got the color-coded calendar going. You're thinking, this is it. I am gonna crush this week. No excuses. But then, Wednesday rolls around, and it all just kind of falls apart. The workout gets skipped, you grab takeout instead of cooking, and bam, you feel like you're right back at square one.
This is the cycle, right? The one so many of us are trapped in. We get inspired, we make this perfect plan, we start off with a huge burst of energy, and then we fall off. And the last step is always guilt. Now here's the crazy part. We all think we're the only one going through this. You look at social media and all you see is everyone else's highlight reel. But behind the scenes, trust me, the struggle is universal.
So why does this cycle even exist? Well, the first big reason is that we've all been sold a lie. We've been taught to rely on motivation. But here's the secret, the first big takeaway for you today. Motivation is a myth. I mean, it's a great little spark to get you started, but it is a terrible, terrible fuel source to keep you going.
Think about it like this. Relying on motivation is like planning a long road trip and just hoping the weather will be sunny the entire time. It's a passive, unpredictable feeling. It comes and goes. A system, on the other hand, is a reliable process that you design. It's active. It works whether you feel like it or not. The most successful people out there, they aren't more motivated than you are. They've just learned not to depend on.
There's this amazing quote from James Clear that just hits the nail on the head. You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. Your success isn't determined by how bad you want something. It's determined by the environment you're in and the processes you have in place. It's not about wanting it more, it's about designing your life so that the right choice is the easy choice.
But it's not just our fickle feelings getting in the way. It's our own biology. Seriously, there are these hidden forces, these biases in your brain that are actively working against your best intentions, even when you're trying your absolute hardest.
Okay, so one of the biggest culprits here is something called decision fatigue. Every single tiny choice you make all day long, what to wear, which email to answer first, what to have for lunch, it all drains a little bit of your mental energy. Your willpower, it's not infinite, it's a finite resource, like a battery that just runs down as the day goes on.
So picture your willpower like your phone battery. At 9 a.m., you're fresh. You wake up with a full charge, right? Your rational, planning brain, the smart, responsible you, is in the driver's seat. It's easy to make good choices. You eat the healthy breakfast, you tackle that hard project first. Everything feels totally possible.
Fast forward to 9 p.m., that battery is blinking red. Decision fatigue has totally set in, and now your impulsive brain takes the wheel. This is the part of you that just wants immediate gratification. It avoids anything difficult. This is exactly why you skip that evening workout, order the pizza, and just binge watch a show instead of reading. It's not a moral failing, it's not weakness, it's just biology.
And this brings us to the next big myth we really need to bust. This whole idea of the big, dramatic transformation. We love those stories, don't we? The overnight success, the incredible before and after picture. But real, lasting change almost never, ever works that way.
Real change is slow. It's kind of boring, honestly. It's like a sculptor just chipping away at a huge block of stone. For weeks, maybe even months, it looks like nothing is happening. Most of the work is completely invisible. And because we don't see those immediate results, we assume we're failing, and we quit. And a lot of times, we quit right before the big breakthrough was about to happen.
So if these big, dramatic leaps aren't the answer, what is? Well, our next takeaway might surprise you. Consistency is actually less about what you start doing and way more about what you stop doing. Psychologists call it inhibitory control, which is just a fancy way of saying your ability to say no. No to the distractions that pull you off track. No to that maybe trap that just postpones decisions. And no to all those tasks that feel super urgent but aren't actually important. True consistency is all about protecting your focus.
And listen, the most dangerous word for your consistency isn't no. It's maybe. Maybe I'll go to the gym later. Maybe I'll start tomorrow.
Maybe feels safe. It feels like you're just postponing things. But what you're really doing every time you say it is practicing a new habit, the habit of waiting. The most consistent people, they make things binary. Either it happens or it doesn't. There is no maybe.
And all of this leads us to the final and honestly the most important piece of this whole puzzle. We've talked about systems over motivation, biology over willpower, but the real key, the thing that makes consistency last, is an identity shift. It's about fundamentally changing how you see yourself. So instead of focusing on a goal like I will run a marathon, I want you to focus on an identity. I am a runner. See the difference? It's profound. When your identity is a runner, the decision to run is already made. You're not trying to force yourself to do something, you're simply acting in alignment with who you already are.
So how do you build this new identity? Well, you do it one tiny action at a time. Think of it this way. Every single time you lace up your shoes and go for a run, even if it's just a short one around the block, you are casting a vote for your identity as a runner. Each action is a little piece of evidence that proves to your own brain that this new identity is real.
Okay, so how do you start casting those votes, especially on days you don't feel like it? You use what I call the can't say no method. You make the habit so ridiculously, absurdly small that it's literally easier to do it than to argue with yourself about not doing it. If your goal is to work out every day, your micro habit is just to put on your workout shoes. That's it. You've won. If you want to read more, just read one single sentence. The hardest part is always starting, and this little trick gets you right over that barrier. Momentum will take care of the rest.
And this brings us to one simple but incredibly powerful rule: no 0 days. It means that no matter how tired you are, how stressed, how unmotivated you feel, you do something. One push-up, you read one paragraph, you drink one glass of water. The goal on those days isn't progress. The goal is to not break the chain. Even the absolute smallest action keeps your momentum alive.
So, what's the big takeaway here? Consistency isn't about being perfect. It's not about willpower or motivation. It's about building smart systems, shifting your identity, and embracing the incredible power of tiny, repeated actions. It's about just not letting one bad day break the chain, which leaves us with just one final question to think about. What's one tiny, ridiculously small vote you can cast for the person you want to become right now, today?